All right, so my opponent mentioned the fact that in European countries that the youth have been educated and sort of like to discourage binge drinking, but actually research shows that countries with lower minimum legal drinking ages do not fare better. In fact, heavy alcohol use among adolescents is a common problem across Europe. And then also note that I'm stating that heavy alcohol use among adolescents is a common problem across Europe. And that is the point that we're trying to argue that is a critical time in a child's development. So my evidence is, frequent binge drinking among adolescents aged 15 to 16 years in many countries occurs at more than double the rate as in the United States with lower drinking age. And this is according to the American Journal of Public Health. And then as well, they failed to note one of the big problems with lowering the drinking age, and the reason it was raised in the beginning was to battle highway crashes or automobile accidents in the instance of drunk driving. So for instance, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, increasing the minimum drinking age to 21 is credited with saving 18,220 lives on the nation's highways between 1975 and 1998. Other studies have found that it is responsible for a 19% net decrease in fatal crashes involving young drivers, and is currently responsible for saving approximately 1,000 young lives each year. To add to that, in Michigan, they, after raising the minimum wage to 21, they lowered it back down to 18, and they found that in Michigan, the reduction in legal drinking age from 21 to 18 for all alcoholic beverages took effect on January 1st, 1972. Subsequent research revealed that alcohol-related motor vehicle crashes increased from 15 to 25% following the reduction of minimum drinking age in Michigan. As well, to add to the case, if we lower the drinking age, a greater amount of youth will be allowed to drink in unsafe environments, such as nightclubs and bars. So according to, in a study of 74 cities in Los Angeles County, California, a higher density of alcohol outlets was associated with more violence, even when levels of unemployment, age, ethnic, and racial characteristics, and other community characteristics were taken into account. And a study of Camden, New Jersey, neighborhoods with higher alcohol outlet density had more violent crime, including homicide, rape, assault, and robbery. This association was strong even when other neighborhood characteristics such as poverty and age of residents were taken into account. As well, nightclubs and bars are unsafe for the reason as well that they typically will sell to someone who is clearly intoxicated. In a clinical experiment by the U.S. National Library of Medicine, trained actors attempted to purchase alcohol while acting out signs of obvious intoxication at a census of on and off premise alcohol establishments in 11 communities. 79% of the establishments sold alcohol to a buyer, 83% of off-premise establishments, and 76% of on-premise establishments such as bars and night bars sold to patrons who were clearly intoxicated and should not have been sold more alcohol. As well, drinking at lower ages has been correlated with drug use later on. According to the National Library of Medicine, progression to illicit drugs among men is dependent upon prior use of alcohol. The same as where the same correlation can be found with women with alcohol and illicit drug use later on in life. Age of onset and frequency of use at a lower stage of drugs are strong predictors of further progression. Alright, to add to the case of the drunk driving incidents, what is it? Raising the age limit saved lives. Among fatally injured drivers 16 to 20 years old, the percentage with positive blood alcohol contents declined from 61 in 1982 to 31 in 1995. That is half. There were half as many drunk driving incidents, fatal drunk driving incidents from 1982 to 1995. This was a bigger decline than in older age groups. Also, another claim is that reaching the legal age limit causes an increase in collisions, and lowering this will cause an increase in collisions from people in the ages of 18 to 20. What is it? According to an article posted by the science teacher, what is it? It is quoted as saying, studies found that drivers at or above the age had an abrupt increase in about 6% in the number of collisions. This increase was even more marked at night when collisions increased by 11%. Legal drinking age laws in Canada can have a major effect on young drivers, says a new study from the University of Northern British.
You're out of time, so.